I did pick the camera up to talk about this book, but I've ended up just talking about what's happened this week. So I think I need to talk about that so that this can go into the video first. So I filmed a video last week where I talked about the fact that I'd just quit my job, handed my notice in, and fast forward then to this week, that this was the week where I actually went in and handed my laptop back and said my goodbyes. And it was incredibly difficult. I was very, very emotional. Today's Saturday and that happened on Monday, and it still hasn't sunk in that I'm not going back. I'm still in that mindset of being off work, as I have been for the last couple of months with my mental health. It hasn't really sunk in. Maybe when I get my final pay at the end of this month, and maybe that will feel a bit more real. But yeah, I am still struggling with my mental health, so in ways it does still feel like I'm just off work. I've given myself this week to sort of just be, because it is all very fresh, and I am still going to be paid one last time at the end of this month. But as of next week, I need to figure out how to make an income. So yes, that's a bit of an update for you. So this week I decided for my artist date, I'm on week 7 at the moment, and I decided that this week I wanted to do something that was cheap and cheerful. So yeah, given that I obviously quit my job and don't have a plan for income at the moment, I'm trying not to spend excessively, and I actually was emptying the cupboard out. One thing that this book does make you do is empty out the stuff in your house. So I took a load of stuff to charity shop, and one of the things that I took was a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. When I was in the shop, I found this. So it's 1,000 pieces, and it's Encanto from Disney. So I thought that was really nice, and I don't know if you can see there, but it's a 50p. So far it's 50p very well spent. And actually this means that I don't get to just have the one artist date. This is sort of day 2 of doing the jigsaw. I've just sort of given myself like 20 minutes to half an hour at a time whilst I'm having a cup of tea. I've got a bit of YouTube on. I'm watching Freya Killing at the moment. She's been like the original YouTuber for me, that's really got me into things, and I love how she intertwines like her family and her passions into all of her videos. So shout out to Freya because she's fab. So yeah, I am just spending a little bit of time on this. The tasks for week 7 are, so a lot of it's about your childhood this week, and that's where I'm up to for this week. So I'm officially into the second half of the book. I obviously didn't write for a couple of weeks, so I sort of got through the tasks for week 6 and then stopped. So I did the week 6 check-in yesterday. But in those 3 weeks, I decided to quit my job. This book is a big reason why I did. It sort of made me realise that I didn't fully feel aligned to the work I was doing, but it's not the reason why I quit my job. I quit my job because of my mental health and the fact that I didn't want pressure or a time frame on me getting better. I mean, just last night I had a 4-hour episode where I was massively struggling, massively. And I just want to be able to piece myself back together naturally and it not feel rushed or need the medication to take the edge off things. I want to actually get back to myself, and I'm so proud of the NHS, and you know, that to be able to say I was part of what I was part of whilst I was there is incredible. You know, I'm so, I can't speak highly enough of the NHS and what I think we as a country should be doing to protect it. The other reason why I made the decision is because my granddad's not well. He's got bowel cancer and he needs a colectomy, so they're going to remove half of his intestines, and my nan isn't unfortunately well enough to live on her own. So I'm looking at moving in with them for at least a period of time. And yeah, they need help. They need help, I need time, and that's the reason why. But this book was sort of one of the things that made me think outside of the box of that routine of being off work sick and then returning back to work again. This book sort of made me think that it's okay to have that break in your career, to try something different. I wish my trying something different was going to Bali and training to be a yoga teacher or something. That's not the case. I'm obviously taking the time to look after my own mental health and to support my family's health as well. But I hope that in that time I might find the opportunity to explore different avenues of things that I enjoy, that I can start to build into my life. It doesn't have to be my career, you know. I'm not saying that I want a career change, but I'm saying that whilst I am taking this time for myself and my family, it does feel like the opportunity where I can pick up some hobbies, try and make something out of what I'm doing with this book and the things that I enjoy that perhaps I didn't have the chance to do when I was working full time. So yeah. Good morning guys, and welcome back to another section of this ongoing episode to do with my mental health that we've been documenting. Let it never be said that I do not keep things real on here. Here I am, fresh out of bed. I just have just been lying in bed for a while after waking up, thinking about how much I am struggling of a morning. And don't get me wrong, for a while I've not been the best person first thing in the morning, but definitely more so since I've been taking metazapine. I have just been struggling in the mornings. Like, Chris hasn't been here for the last few weeks. Like, he gets up and goes to work and I go back to sleep. But on Sunday he was here. I don't know how loud this kettle's going to be. On Sunday Chris was here for the morning, which was the first time in like the last couple of weeks that he's been around of a morning, and he was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "I honestly feel hungover." And I wasn't. I hadn't had anything. But that is just how, like, I look and feel tired in the morning. I'm really struggling to get up and moving at all. Within the first hour or two of waking up, like, I'm struggling. Obviously started taking metazapine for sleep. It was one of the biggest symptoms that I was dealing with the PTSD PTSD diagnosis was not being able to sleep well. I've not been a good sleeper for about 6 or 7 years since I started nursing. Well, following doing nights really as a nurse, I've just had a messed up sleep pattern ever since. So yeah, lots of questioning going on at the moment around whether or not I should be continuing with this mirtazapine or not. It has definitely helped me, but the fact that it helped me sleep when I couldn't, I went a good 2 weeks without sleeping initially with it. Before taking it. See, I'm just all over the place. I did a good sort of 2-week session of not being able to sleep whatsoever. I started the low dose, so I started on 15 milligrams of mirtazapine, and that initially was great for my sleep. However, in the days I was so sedated. Now, obviously, I think I've talked about the fact that in the past I've not been too keen on the idea of using any sort of antidepressant. However, things got as bad as they did get, and I recognised that I did need something to help me. Some people are happy to be on them for really prolonged periods of time, but for me, going into this journey of starting an antidepressant was based on the fact that I knew that I had unearthed a lot of trauma through going for my trauma-focused CBT, and that ultimately I sort of knew that that was the reason why my mood had dropped as low as it had. But I'm obviously nearly now at the end of my therapy. I have given myself a career break, and my circumstances are different. So for me, I don't want to continue taking antidepressants for much longer. They say you should wait 6 months until your symptoms stop, but for me the side effects are quite significant. So I'm having restless legs, so overnight when I'm trying to get to sleep I'm having severe restless legs, which isn't nice. And also the biggest thing with mirtazapine is weight gain. It increases your what's the word I'm looking for? It increases your appetite, so that makes you sleepier. See, this is what, so weight gain increases your appetite. I have been actively more active on, I'm glad I switched the camera on this morning because this is what I'm like. I have definitely got a brain fog. I feel like a sort of more zombie-ish version of myself, and have done for a few months now. So although it's helped me, my mood is better, it helped me get through the sort of depths of therapy, I don't really want to continue on feeling this sort of sleepiness, fatigue, brain fog that I am feeling at the moment. Big warning here though, as obviously I was a mental health nurse and I do have my knowledge around these medications. You should not just stop taking your medication as soon as you feel better. That's one of the biggest sort of causes of people to relapse, so that, you know, you might be, your recovery is never like this, your recovery is always like this, but something that can contribute to a huge dip is stopping your medication. So if you're going to remove that, if you're going to remove the role that the antidepressants are playing, because obviously you feel better, you can't, there's lots of things going on in life, but you can't sort of say, oh well, it's not to do with the medication. It most likely is to do with the medication, so you really do need to have a thorough plan as to how you can take medication out of your life again. And I do feel like I've got that in place. my biggest worry is what my sleep pattern will be like when I go back. So yes, I just wanted to start my day and show you realistically what life has been like for me. And I actually can't see myself in the viewfinder. I'm due getting my hair done, so ignore that. But I am a zombie in the mornings, and when I started this channel, I decided I was going to keep everything as real as possible. So here I am, keeping everything as real as possible. Good morning guys, I'm joining you from the kitchen. It's the end of November and today's a Wednesday, so as per the last 2 weeks, that means it's a day to load a video up onto YouTube, and I've got 17 videos that I've already made, but at the moment I'm trying to get caught up with sort of the last year, so everything that I'm posting is in retrospect, which I know isn't really the way that YouTube should be working, but I've got too much stuff to not post, and to post it all in one go would just feel too much. So I'm doing 2 a week, and in the last 2 weeks we've sort of done around about a 6-month period, so that's not too bad, so we're catching up quite quickly. And it's just quite cool that I'm gonna just sit and edit a video now to go out. I'm gonna put 2 videos that I have edited together, because I'm trying to, as much as possible, catch up. But I've just had a look on my YouTube channel, and I've got 73 subscribers, so I am so excited about that. 73 people care enough about the videos that I've made to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I just can't believe it. Like, thanks so much guys. If you've subscribed, this is how happy you have made me feel, because that's just amazing, honestly. And yeah, I've really enjoyed the process of making these videos, and I spend a lot of time, especially recently, I spend quite a bit of time on my own, and having YouTube in the background, listening to other people's lives, people just churning on like I am now, like, you know, nothing groundbreaking. I love it, and I love watching back my videos from when I was a child, and to be able to sit and watch back everything that happened last year, like with the house flooding. It's coming up to the time now where we got engaged. Today's actually been a year since we got engaged, and watching all of those videos back is just so, it's nostalgic for me. But I mean, I've even like taken things to my therapy session and talked through stuff that I was discussing last year. It's like being able to have a conversation with myself in the past. It's bizarre. So I know why I do it, I know why I enjoy it, but the fact that there are 73 people out there who have subscribed and hopefully are enjoying the content too, like, that just honestly fills my heart and makes me so happy. So if you're one of those 73 people, I just want to say thank you so much. And if you have been watching my videos and you haven't subscribed, if you want to make me happy, if you could subscribe, then that would make me extremely happy. I'm saying thank you. Hi guys, it's the same day. So I checked in earlier today to say that I was working on some YouTube videos, and I was expressing my excitement at 73 subscribers. I have 75 subscribers right now, and I am so excited about that. I am having a bit of a fallout with YouTube because said video that I was talking about earlier today still hasn't uploaded, and it's been like 6 hours. So when I was editing it, I realised that the outfit I had on before is the same outfit that I was wearing throughout this vlog and the vlog that's coming up after it. But I guess this is just me being here to remind you that I am just a normal person. Like, I can't afford to have loads of different outfits. I just genuinely buy clothes that I like to wear and wear them and wash them and wear them again. And that's normal, and that's okay. If you're in the same boat, that's that is normal. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm trying to de-influence you here. So today is the 27th of November, and it is 1 year since Chris and I got engaged in the Seychelles. So when he gets home, I have the Seychelles video ready to watch. So I'm hoping he's not seen it before, so I'm hoping to get that up on the telly so that we can sit and watch that, because I think that'll be quite fun for us to watch together. We're not doing anything mad or crazy to celebrate it. I have bought a duck from, or half a duck or a quarter duck, whatever it is, from Aldi for us to have some duck pancakes. I'm going to make some chicken fried rice and some spring rolls and things like that. We could have done something to celebrate, but Chris is actually taking me on holiday next week for my birthday, so we weren't going to do anything or go away. We have for the last few years gone away and done something abroad for my birthday, but it's obviously expensive, so we weren't going to. I've obviously quit my job. I don't have an income at the moment. I did get my last final paycheck today, but yeah, but we need to be sensible for a few months. But Chris said, how about if we do birthday, Christmas, anniversary all in one go and go on holiday? And I managed to find us a package deal on Black Friday, all inclusive, flights, transfers, everything. It was a little bit hard to say no to. So we're actually going to Cape Verde. We've been there before, we've been to the hotel before, and we're both craving the sunshine. That is literally why we're going. We're going for a rest. We're gonna just relax, enjoy the sunshine, eat food and spend time together, because we really haven't seen much of each other for a while now. One thing that I am hoping to do on that holiday is read some of this book. So this book was given to me yesterday by my therapist, and she thinks that if Chris and I can actually both read this, that it will help us when it comes to conflict resolution. So with my PTSD, with my anxiety, I wouldn't say I do actually have a fully anxious attachment. There are definitely elements of a secure attachment with me, but because a lot of my trauma was childhood based, there are elements of anxious attachment styles that thread through my personality and the way that I respond to certain scenarios, not just with Chris, with other people as well. But because of that, it can sometimes put a strain on mine and Chris's relationship. So it's something that I've identified as one of my goals in therapy that I want to work on personally. So this book I'm really looking forward to. It talks about the 3 attachment styles of being anxiously attached, avoidant attached, securely attached. I think unless somebody knows you well enough to know what book to recommend to you, or if they've read it themselves, then there might be something out there sat on a shelf waiting for you that could be really helpful that you don't know about. So yes, this is coming with me on the plane. So is my laptop. I'm going to be editing some more videos as well, and I'm just really looking forward to sunshine, because bloody hell is it cold in this country right now. Cold, miserable, dark, wet, rainy, windy, all of the above. Something has changed within me, and you don't live to regret it. So I went to see Wicked last night, and let this be known, I hate musicals. Like, I hate them. I don't understand why people need to sing and be like, I'm doing the dishes. And yeah, I didn't have high hopes. I thought it's going to be a well-produced film, so let's go and see. And oh my God, I have not stopped singing Defying Gravity all day. Like, I've had it on repeat. Much to the distaste of my dad when we were putting the curtain rail up today. So yeah, so add that to the list of things that has changed in 2024 for me. Along with starting to like soup, I enjoyed Wicked, so there you go. I said the other night I was gonna check in and let you know how the week was going. I have just been this evening to get my hair done, and Chloe is amazing. She does an amazing job. Because my hair's obviously naturally curly and can be quite fluffy at times, I never like the sort of a volume of the top of my head the day that I get it done. So once I've slept on it and so on and so forth, I feel a bit better about how it sits. But Chloe's done an amazing job. It feels so healthy. So yeah, today I've been putting the curtains up. I'm just sat doing it now. Yeah, it's T-minus 6 days till we go on holiday. And I'm going to try and get everything sorted for Christmas as much as possible before we go. And I've just had a lovely evening with Chris's sister, Amy. Just talking about ideas about, like, she's NHS, I'm obviously having a little bit of a break from the NHS, and we were just having a bit of a chat about some other opportunities that we might have and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a nice evening, it's been lovely, and I get to see my nieces in the morning, which is great because I didn't get to see them tonight, and they are my best friends. So yeah, I've decided that enough is enough, and people don't need to be able to look into our living room anymore. So I'm finally putting the curtains up. And just having a sing along to Wicked. I'm really hoping that these curtains are going to go up okay, you know. I think I've put these on the wrong place.